One of the biggest problems that I have to deal with as a mixing engineer is cymbal bleed, and this plugin promises to solve this. Silencer, where cymbals go to die. Buy now, 14-day trial. What does this thing cost? 33 euros? Cymbal bleed is the enemy of great drum mixes, and this is true. As soon as you have too much cymbal bleed, definitely on your kick and snare, and you try to gate that off of it, it only gets worse. Because then all of a sudden you have more cymbals, less cymbals, more cymbals, less cymbals. It's indeed a big problem. However, I do want to say that it is recording dependent. So sometimes you have a drummer that just doesn't play a lot of cymbals, and it's not a big problem. But I've also seen a lot of recordings where actually the channels were pretty clean. And I don't know what the exact reason for it is. I think it's miking combined with a room size. I think if a room has a bigger size or is better acoustically, you also get less cymbal bleed. And I would always try to fix it in the recording instead of trying to put a band-aid over it afterwards. Traditional gates can only help so much before the gating itself becomes obvious, what I just said. Silencer is the ultimate solution, eliminating cymbal bleed while preserving the integrity of your original sound. That's a big claim, but I actually hope that this actually works. It's not just a gate, it will forever change the way you mix drums. Take a listen. Why not? Good morning. Let's do that again. What? 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 And why is it saying add salt? One of the things they're doing here, they've added a reverb to it. What? What? Okay. Hover over an action node to learn more about Silencer. I better do that because otherwise the comment section will show me how much of an idiot I am. Instrument mode. So you can select the different instruments. Waveform visualizer threshold. Yeah. Reduction. The amount of attenuation when the gate is closed. Okay. Oh yeah, so you cannot, I don't like gates that fully close. I always try to keep them open a little bit. Ghost. Automate this button on off to easily allow ghost notes through when needed. A feature like this shows that somebody that actually knows what is going on in the studio has made this. Yeah, because that's a gate problem. Normally you have to automate the gate or something. Now you can just automate a button. Cool. Debleed control. Tweak the amount of high frequency debleeding that occurs in Silencer's debleeding circuit. This is the magic knob. That's the thing we're going to focus on. Length. Think release and sustain on traditional gates. Sustain or ring. Okay. Sidechain. Engage sidechain mode to trigger the gate from another bus. Yeah. So that's when it's really bad. I know a few live acts actually that have sidechain triggered gates. Definitely on the toms. And they have like a trigger on the drum kit that triggers the tom through like a digital trigger that triggers it from touching the drum head. Because it's so loud, there's so much bleed going on, they cannot trigger it from the signal that is actually feeding into the microphone. Pretty crazy. I think I'm going to check it out. Alright, so this is it. We've already seen the interface and yeah, let's try this out. By the way, Black Salt Audio did not pay me or anything to make this video. I'm just doing it because a lot of people in the community have suggested this to me. If you appreciate that, make sure to use my affiliate links in the description down below or over here. You're just paying the same price for whatever you're going to buy, but the difference is just that a tiny bit of percentage gets kicked back to YG Studio. So I've got a kick here from a drum recording and well, as you can hear, it's not the best. Definitely not when we're looking at bleed. So let's put that silencer on here. All right, so let's first do the threshold. Like that. So it doesn't actually have to gate that much. It just has to debleed it. So let's just have it gate like, I don't know, a few dBs. Oh yeah, that's really the low frequency ring that it's doing here. Okay, cool. And now debleed it. I mean, it's not fully gone. But compared to this thing in bypass... I mean, this is really problem territory. And let's add some easy kick EQ to this. Like this. To see what we end up with. Now, otherwise we would have this. And now, with this. I mean, that was easy. That was easy. Okay, let's keep that EQ on here. Yeah, why not? I do actually think that I would love to brighten this kick up a little bit, but it's... I think the drum kit actually, it is a very not so bright kick. Let's also try this on snare, because we also have a snare in here, of course. And, you know, the drummer is playing very loud on that... Well, I think he's hitting the right cymbal or something. I don't know. He's... Anyway, doesn't matter. It's a problem. It's a lot of stuff. So let's first try it on the snare top. Turn it on. It's interesting what type of tail you're getting when it doesn't have any tail anymore. All right. Thing like this. I mean, I don't have to debleed anymore. 0 was already good. So 0 is not 0. 0 is 110, I think. And pushing it up is just debleeding more. And of course, the snare drum also has the bottom side. So, snare bottom. Let's do that one as well. Ah, the length is okay, I think. I mean, it's already like bypass. They're really gone. Why is it gone? Let me also add some EQ to this snare drum here. Snare. And let's also add some reverb as well. Cool. Let's add a little bit of EQ to that kick drum. So we just have kick and snare here. Yeah, I actually want to make, more like this. All right, so here's a comparison with and without the silencer. Now that is quite a difference, actually. So the thing is, as I said in the beginning of this video, of course, recording comes first. And if you cannot fix it in the recording, then this is a really great tool to, well, de-bleed your whole drum kit. From all the things that I've tested up until now, I think this is the best solution actually, and that's kind of a big statement coming from me. Maybe, maybe not. However, keep in mind that I haven't tested all de-bleeding plugins, but up until now, I think this one really... I would actually grab this one the next time that I have a recording with a lot of bleeding in it. One of the things I did notice is that if you overdrive this, if you really do too much, it will start to sound a little bit plasticky. It will sound a bit more processed and stuff. So always balance out your settings really well. Because we've now listened to the dry channels, kick and snare, but there will be overheads, guitars, bass, vocals, everything over it. So it doesn't have to be fully clean. Definitely not if it will start to sound artificial when it's fully clean. You can better have a little bit of bleed then, which gets basically covered in the rest of the music. But the other side of the equation is so much bleed that it also isn't cool. So it's always a balancing act. Everything is a balancing act. And the last cool thing about this is that it's so cheap. It's just 33 euros, including the VAT. I mean, how are they making any money off this? I'll link to Black Salt Audio in the description down below. As far as I know, there aren't any affiliate links for me available. So it's going to be a direct link unless they will start to offer it on Plugin Boutique. Then the link will be an affiliate link, but I'll make sure to put it in brackets in the description down below. As always, first try it out. Don't listen to me. There's a 14-day trial. You can figure this out yourself. Don't believe what I say. And only if you like it and it does what you're expecting of it, buy it. This channel is supported by members. If you want to become a member, you can do that using the join button down below. And if you're a member, you can watch, for instance, this video. And there's more exclusive content on the channel as well. Another way to support the channel is by just watching more videos. So make sure to subscribe, check out this video. Thanks a lot for watching, keep pushing, and bye-bye.